name is Jacalyn Moore. I'm a registered physiotherapist and a certified athletic therapist. With physio, I have a bit more background specialized in orthopedic, sport, and pelvic floor. I was really lucky as a youth athlete. I didn't have a lot of injuries. I really slept well, ate well, I did all my exercises, I trained really well, and so I didn't really have a lot of injuries. And when I was in kinesiology for my undergraduate, I was trying to figure out what to do with my life, and physiotherapy and athletic therapy kind of seemed like a good fit. I had a good background, I had a good understanding of the body, and it was kind of just a natural, it felt good, and it's what I want to do with my life. So it's pretty fun. My journey in post-secondary education is quite long. I have 4 degrees, and I've gotten them across Canada. So I started with McMaster University for my undergraduate in kinesiology in Ontario. And then I went to the University of Manitoba for my athletic therapy, worked a few years as an athletic therapist, then went to University of Alberta for my physiotherapy degree, and now I work as both, so physiotherapist and athletic therapist. So what I love about my job in the profession of physiotherapy and athletic therapy is that every day is a new day. You meet new people, you have new problems to solve, but it feels really appreciative because you're really helping people, and you can see qualitative and quantitative data every day when people are getting better with their range of motion or their strength, but then also they're reporting they're feeling better. They get more of a life back. And so every day is just so grateful because you just get people's positive energy. Sometimes negative because, they're sad and it's not, and being injured is not fun and being in pain is not fun, but you get to see them kind of change from this very maybe depressed or sad, and then you kind of take them through, and then they're a little bit happier because they can actually do stuff and live life. Everyone's story is very gratifying, but there is one story that sticks out to me. There was a swimmer, high performance, had a Liz Frank fracture, so it's a dislocation fracture of the foot, and they were a competitive swimmer, and they got surgery for it, and the surgeon was like, "I'm not sure if you're going to be competitive anymore." Well, it took about a year and a bit, but they won gold at U Sports. So that was really gratifying that this person was told they would probably not get back to where they were, and then they won back-to-back golds. The approach is very different for everyone. I kind of figure out what's painful for them, where their dysfunctions are, but for them it was just a lot of lack of strength in the foot, and also just a lot of kind of sympathetic pain just from the surgery. And so calming that down and slowly starting to build back the small muscles of the foot, and then kind of incorporating more aggressive and compound movement got them back. It was a slow process though, so it was you kind of had to make them believe, like, these are little movements, but they will turn out in the end. And then he had buy-in, and it worked out really well. So my philosophy on care is I try and mirror the other person as well, and trying to figure out what they need from me. Some people do need passive therapy to start with. Some people want a lot of exercises and not a lot of passive care. So my philosophy is really trying to figure out the person and what motivates them, and trying to tailor their rehab to something that they believe in. So even if it might not be something that I would want to prescribe right away, but if I get more buy-in, you have to kind of work with that person to figure out what motivates them. It's not going to be directed by me, it's mostly directed by them with my input from an educational perspective. A patient can come working with me, will maximize their experience with me by really understanding why they're doing it and understanding their why of why they want to get better, and making sure they're in the time of their life where they can dedicate energy to the rehab. Sometimes in life you don't have the energy, there's other things going on, and that's okay. And I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want you to waste your own time too. So it's kind of figuring out, are you ready to make that behavioral change, or to integrate some certain exercise into your daily life, or to change how you're exercising? And so it's kind of helping, it would help if people understood their why, but also knew a little bit about themselves as well. I love working here because it's a well-oiled machine that's very much teamwork driven across the board with all the physios, the admin staff, and the ownership. But then also the owners do put, we have a really good pedigree of physios here that have postgraduate training. The one-on-one care model that we offer is quite effective in helping rehab people to their full potential. At Calgary Core Physio, we're really results focused. So if you're looking at that kind of outcome, come on down and see us, and we'll help you out.